Good morning. Happy Tuesday. A rainy Tuesday
A rainy
this morning.
Tuesday here in the Smokies. Yeah, and welcome to a visit with Santa and Mrs. Claus.
Yes, and we hope you start a watch party and bring friends along.
Yeah.
Because we got some information, important information, I think, that we want to share with you this morning.
We do actually, and I also, well, we've got a couple of people here already. Santa, we got Stacy Lobel Westbrook. It says it's not even October yet. I know, but it's close, huh? I mean, I can hardly
We're banging
believe that.
on the door. I mean.
Yeah, and
at least it's only raining and not snowing. So.
And Lori Kristen Gadd says, good morning.
Well, good morning to you.
Yeah,
and thank you for joining us.
Thank you for joining us.
Boy,
yes.
I'll tell you, and it's amazing how fast everything seems to be turning. I mean, we were in the 90s.
Yeah, not too long ago. It
like
seems
2
like
weeks
a couple
ago.
Weeks ago. Yeah.
Like 2 weeks ago, we were in the 90s, and then all of a sudden,
and
of course,
are.
up at the North Pole, it's getting darker and darker.
Yeah,
and the sun
although
is
it was
sinking
dark
lower
this
and
morning
lower.
coming in.
Yeah, it was dark coming in, and then of course once we got below the clouds, it got really dark.
Yeah.
But anyway, we have some interesting things we want to talk about today. For those of you who have been kind of following us and staying with us, first off, thank you for doing that.
Yes, we appreciate you, yes.
But as you have seen, we have had a lot of really cool and interesting people on our show. And the common denominator to all of these people is they are small businesses.
Yes.
And we have been very hard at work promoting small business. Because I got to tell you, folks, I mean, without small business, this country goes right down the tubes. So it's more important than ever before that you support small businesses. And we're going to talk about some of the ones we've had on, some of the ones we're going to bring on or hoping to bring on, and, you know, some of the fabulous things that are out here that you may not even know about. So, I mean, it's easy to drive up and down the strip, the 66, and see all the marquees and that kind of.
It is.
But for every marquee you see, I can guarantee you there's a whole lot of businesses that are small and are struggling and trying to keep their doors open.
And even, quite honestly, the majority of businesses in this area, the Pigeon Forge, Gatlinburg, Sevierville, are really generated with small businesses. Some a little bigger than maybe a mom and pop, but still.
Yeah, there's that gal that you know, the singer that has.
Well, Dollywood is probably one of the larger businesses that we have. Most of the theaters that you see along the Parkway, again, are
restaurants.
Yeah, those are a lot of small businesses. They're like I said, maybe a little bigger than a mom and pop because they've got more people that they have between the entertainers and whatever support they need in the background. But still,
you're not talking Amazon here.
No,
and you're not talking, you know, like some of the major corporations. You're not talking a General Motors. You're not talking about
absolutely
a Best
not.
Buy or anything
Absolutely
like
not.
that. You're talking about people that are trying to bring food home to their families and keep their way of life going and a roof over their heads and that kind of thing. So.
Well, and Lori says, she said she and her husband are going to be here next weekend for her birthday. So an early happy birthday to you, Lori.
Happy birthday, Lori.
And Sarah Smith says, good morning, my friends. Love seeing you. So it's good to see you
Sarah,
as well, Sarah.
Always nice to hear from you. Thank you so very much. Speaking of small businesses, and you know, there's one that is a small business and does a lot to try and supplement her income every month. Yeah. And we have countless friends.
Well, we do, and I think that's kind of what we wanted to do. We wanted to showcase a little bit more of the, obviously we're concentrating more on the mom and pop, the smaller businesses. But it's all important for us. And this year has been so tough for everybody, and I'm certainly not taking that away from large corporations. Many of them have had sufferings as well, but certainly the small ones. Even for us, we generally do a lot of large arts and crafts shows throughout the East Coast, and they've all been canceled. So
yeah, we sell thousands of books every fall at these shows,
they've all been canceled.
Every one of them has been canceled. Even the little ones we had scheduled.
Yes,
canceled.
we did. We had some smaller ones
in Tellico Village that just
more locally,
canceled
and they've been canceled as well. So it's a tough year, and we just want to talk to you, make you maybe think a little bit more about the smaller businesses, and and a lot of these ones that we're going to talk about, some that have already been here before, but they have online.
Absolutely.
So you can still, even though you may not see some of these people face to face, they do have online businesses that you can get their products in.
Yeah, and we brought a sampling of some of the ones that have been here. Not all of them, because there's a few of these, and there it is right there.
Yeah.
But to take a look, I mean, we've had Misty Mountain Soaps, and this is a gal that started, right here in Pigeon Forge.
Yes.
And started making her own soaps and lotions, and
Yep,
she
sure
has
did.
a very viable online business and 3 stores. But
and there's
her website.
That's her website out there right now.
But she, like everybody else, I mean, she's been having trouble getting bottles to put the lotions in.
Well, and that's true. And in fact, we know several people like that because of the fact of so many people that have been buying the antiseptic lotion, wash, those kinds of things. A lot of the businesses that normally buy those same types of bottles and have had no trouble getting them.
Once again, the bigger companies that are taking
them
all
up
the stuff,
and now
making it tough on the smaller businesses to fill their own products. So another one that's having that problem is Jam and Janice.
Let me
get
them up.
Janice Hullett was on. And she just does a remarkable job, and she's going to have some new products coming out, and we're actually going to have her October, about mid-October. She's going to come back, she's working on pumpkin jam, pumpkin spice jam.
I know, which is just wonderful,
and goes along with the apple butter and everything else that she has. So,
and we want to say hello to Julie Gibson. Hello, everyone.
Hey,
Good
Julie.
morning. Hello,
Good
Julie.
Morning.
So
Thanks
glad
for
you could join us. So she's, but she's had trouble.
She cannot get a hold of jars to put their jams in because, everybody else is buying up all the jars for different reasons.
Well,
and, the major companies are pulling those.
They're grabbing those up. But so she's one.
So let's see, who else we got? Oh, this is an interesting one. See the little Santa there?
Let me.
That's an ornament for your tree. And you want to talk about somebody who does a lot with small business. And that would be Cam Cabin Crafts.
Yes.
And I'll tell you, every one of her vendors that she sells works with their hands and does things on their own and creates things on their own, and beautiful items. Everything from handmade knives to pot scrubbers that you love so much.
Yes, all handmade items. And
these are people that literally rely on their sales to supplement their income, whether it's Social Security or whatever they get, or disability or whatever they have.
Well, and actually, and that you bring up a good point. With Cam Cabins, actually a lot of her vendors are retired people that are easy for me to say, that are on Social Security and have a very limited income. And so this is a huge part of their revenue that they produce every year to help supplement, so they can just get food.
And she has artisans in their
yeah.
80s and 90s. I mean,
Exactly.
so
Yes.
these
Yes.
are people that you can't sit there and, well, why don't they go work at Walmart if they
Yeah.
have a problem? Well,
a little bit maybe too old for that.
little out of the norm there.
Little bit out of that.
And speaking of Cam Cabins Crafts, here's her website.
Yeah.
To take a look at. But she has just a plethora of wonderful items for sale and all different types of things. And she's even got a little Christmas store in the back of her store,
Yes,
which
she
we
does.
love. So, and we come and visit and
Yeah,
see that.
yeah.
So. And actually, she's even going to bring our books in on November 21st, I believe it is. Yeah, we're doing a
so. We're
special
gonna do
sale.
a little-
We'll keep
little
your eye open.
books-
We'll tell
book
you for
sale
sure
there.
when
Yeah,
we get everything.
yeah.
But she's going to be selling our books, so at least we finally have some place we can put our books
That's
for
true.
sale. So
That's true. And then just a couple of weeks ago,
Yes.
we actually had Scott Graham,
yeah.
who, as you may remember, is the photographer, and he creates these beautiful books of the Smoky Mountains, as well
And
as
calendars.
And I was going to
Yeah.
say, as well as
Oh.
calendars and puzzles and all kinds
And
of
the Blue Ridge Parkway.
Yes, all kinds of good stuff.
And again, there's his website. And again, boy, if you're looking for Christmas presents or something for last minute shopping, I highly recommend that
Yeah,
you
yeah.
grab one of Scott's calendars. But they are just gorgeous. We keep flipping through it and looking already.
We do. So,
Of course, I'd like to see a trailer on 2021 before I start, putting that up. If it's been anything like this year, I may just, sit it out.
I know.
But anyway, so, well, I'll tell you what. Let's talk a little bit more about this, but why don't we take a quick break?
Okay, let's do that.
And speaking of small businesses, pay close attention to these, because I believe everything you're going to see is a small business that's geared to the Smoky Mountains here.
Yes.
And when you come down here, or if you live here, we want you to support these businesses if
Yeah.
you can.
So
let's go ahead and do our
This is
commercials.
for you,
and-
Lori.
How do we turn moments into memories? Those moments where the right people are right beside you. And the anticipation of reaching the top makes you feel like a kid again. Where the only arguments are who goes first. And trying something new never gets old. Visit us at Anakeesta, where there's magic in the mountains.
Welcome back.
See, here's exactly what we're talking about. You got
yeah.
Brian Hoffman with the Red Skeleton
Yeah, which
tribute
is
show.
he's got a small theater
small
there.
but intimate and wonderful show.
Wonderful
Ober
show.
Gatlinburg. Oh my gosh! I mean,
They always have all kinds of stuff
you
there.
don't see those all over the place.
No.
I mean, they're only in this area.
Yeah, and Anakeesta.
So, and Anakeesta,
is,
yes. I mean,
and we do have some really wonderful places to go here that there are things here that are not available in other places, which makes this a very unique place to visit, isn't it? It's
And of course, I mean, I don't care if you're talking about your local pancake house,
yeah,
or if you're talking about some of the restaurants, certainly the theaters.
yeah,
I mean, all these places that are trying to keep alive and keep going. And boy, if you can help them, and of course, when it comes down to your basic shopping.
yeah. I think that one of the things, and we know that Amazon, for instance, is huge.
You can find anything.
Yeah,
even our books.
Yes, and they are one of the few companies that are not having a problem. One of the reasons might be because even though they make billions of dollars, unlike you and I, they don't have to pay taxes.
Yes,
so somehow they get out of all that.
Get out of that.
But again, there's something to think about again, and I know there's they've got great deals and free shipping and all kinds of other stuff. But we've seen a lot of people come into small shops and take pictures, and then they go back to Amazon and see if they can buy it
cheaper
on Amazon.
Yeah.
And a lot of times they can.
Or if they're
of course.
a Prime member, because they get
Yeah,
free shipping.
they can.
But
But
I mean,
again, that precludes a lot of times the smaller vendor. And I realize too, not everything is available easily through smaller people. You have to really kind of go to the bigger online stores to get things, but something to consider again.
But again, if you need a belt, don't go to a Walmart. If there's a local vendor that is, making leather belts of their own, or I mean, go to the Glades in Gatlinburg. My gosh, you can. I bet you can find a lot of things that you would be looking for, everyday items.
Yes.
And what a difference you would make in their life spending $20 or $25 there versus throwing another $25 at Amazon.
That's right.
I mean, think of what you're doing. And that brings up, speaking of, what about the Gatlinburg grind?
Yes.
You want to talk about something, and this absolutely, I love this. You have 3 young ladies, teenagers, that have opened their own coffee shop. Okay? I'll tell you what, they can't compete with Starbucks.
No.
But they can compete on flavor, on service, and their pastries. Oh my
baked
gosh,
goods are
baked
wonderful.
Goods are just fabulous.
This is really their coffee. I mean,
yes, their coffee.
We've certainly had Starbucks many times, and personally, I think I prefer the Gatlinburg grind because they had great coffee, didn't they, when we went up there?
And what are they doing? They're trying to support their community,
Yes,
and they're
they are,
giving
yeah.
back to kids and doing
They are,
things.
yeah.
So, I mean, here again, you want to talk about a trickle-down thing. And see, what a lot of people forget, and my history buff wife will tell you, it is Walmart and Amazon and Best Buy and you name it, were not here 150 years ago, and that's not what made this country great.
Back
then.
And really, when you look at some of the mega companies that have come about, they almost all of them started very small, and oftentimes the person that started it, they had the dream. They had the dream to do something for a store or a service or something like that.
To fill a need.
And yes, and that's how a lot of the big companies have grown, from one individual and then started from there.
Hats off to Sam Walton.
Well, I was just going to say, he didn't come into Walmart and start Walmart as a millionaire. Far from that.
He struggled like everyone else.
He did. He had a lot of struggles. So, one of the things that we did, and you see a lot of around here. You see a lot of little cabins, especially up in Cades Cove. And you know, it's a snapshot or a picture of you know, what people went through when they came here. And for instance, all the arts and crafts that exist today were handed down through generations to do what people are doing today. But that's how they had to make things. There were no local
and if they didn't
general
grow
stores
it,
even.
Yeah, if they didn't grow it or somehow, you know,
Yes.
butcher it themselves or that kind
Yep.
of thing. I mean, no lie, I love Kroger. I mean, I
Yeah.
do love Kroger. I can get anything I need from Kroger and anything I want. However, there's a lot of smaller shops that need what I'm getting too.
Yeah.
And, you
Right.
know, I'd much rather see them come through.
Well, I have a couple things.
Yes.
Angela Christine Patty Brown says, good morning, Santa. Gracie says hi. Today is her birthday.
Happy birthday, Gracie!
And she wants to tell you my wubs you.
Oh,
So she wubs
I
you.
wubs you too. Oh, what a
And
sweetheart.
Gary Brown is
she's
watching.
getting- oh,
so
you're
hi,
fine.
Gary.
Hey, Gary. Oh, of course, I don't know where he's at. Is he in Ohio or is he?
I don't
up
know.
on the coast? There
Yeah,
right now?
yeah.
So-
I'm not sure where
well,
he's
wherever
watching
you're
from.
watching
Yeah.
from, you and Sandy have,
Yeah,
have
glad
a
you
wonderful
could-
day. Glad you could join us.
Yes, yes.
And
Yeah,
you know, now there's a guy. He's been in journalism for
He
a lot
has.
of decades.
He actually
and he knows all about small business and
Yes, he
what-
does,
what
and he's
takes place.
actually
Yeah.
a high, well, more than just even a high school friend. We grew up together, so we actually went through grammar school and high school together. So we've known each other since we were little ones.
Okay, well, getting back now, one of the things I am most proud of being tied to Mountain Fun Life, and let's talk about another small business.
Yes.
Mountain Fun Life, and they've had their struggles. I mean, we're
Just like
trying to
anybody
build,
else, yeah. Build this
you know,
audience.
audiences, and we're trying different things. We've done the high school sports. We've done all kinds of things to try and bring entertainment and
Yes,
interesting
yes.
information to you.
Uh-huh.
But they're putting their money where my mouth is. And talk about
true.
small businesses.
Yeah.
They are going to be coming out with Mountain Fun Life Best Deals.
Yeah.
Now, what is that? Well, let me tell you. We're going to do kind of a shopping network right here on Mountain Fun Life, and we're going to bring small businesses like the ones in front of us in on a regular basis to show you their wares and what they've got, and you can literally buy it at home. A home shopping network for the Smoky Mountains.
And I think one of the things that makes this so unique and important is that, for instance, like what we've showcased here, all good products, but you have to go to all these different websites to get them, to buy them, to look at them. So again, MFL is coming in, stepping in and saying, no, not necessarily. You can come again to Mountain Fun Life and have access to different things through them, which makes it a whole lot easier to help support and shop for all these wonderful local crafts that we'll be having.
I mean, our vendors don't even know this yet.
No. This is brand
Andrea
new.
Ludden, when she finds out about this, she's going to go, oh my
Yeah.
gosh, I could sell my salt and pepper shakers.
Yeah.
Yes, Andrea, you can.
Yes,
So,
yes.
and we're going to have lots of products and really fun,
Absolutely, yeah.
interesting.
Yeah.
We're going to bring in a lot of fun and interesting things.
We are.
Or
and-
we're certainly going to try to bring in as many interesting items as there are in the Smoky Mountains, which
Exactly.
is quite a number. So, I mean,
Yep.
you know, I mentioned belts, but you know, there are people selling candles. There's a candy store just a couple of doors down. And there's
Yes.
a place that sells handbags right in front of the studios here.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, we're going to try and get as many of those
Yes. as we
into
possibly
Mountain
can.
Fun
Yeah.
Life Best Deals as we can, because as as she said, you know, you don't have to run around every single shop and get this. You know, tell us what your interests are,
Yes.
and we will approach those
Yeah,
shops
I
and
mean,
try and get them in here.
Absolutely.
Some of them are a little afraid to come on camera. We've
Yeah.
we've been trying hard to get some guests, and they're just
Yeah.
too scared to get on camera. And I keep telling them I gave up biting a long
Yeah.
time ago, but you know they're well, I don't know.
I know.
But,
They're a little shy.
But we're going to get them on gun shy or not,
Yeah,
and you know
yeah.
really expose you to some of the wonderful items that are in this area.
And if anybody's out there local, now we do have to make this local, watching now that may be interested in this, again, contact Mountain Fun Life, and you can contact us to either maybe come on our show or be part of this new venture.
We'd
which
love to
we're
have
very
you.
excited about.
We'd love to have you.
Yeah.
I mean, we're lining up guests for October right now. Trying not to get too far ahead of us because I mean, we're going to be coming out with the Santa visits, the virtual
Yes,
Santa visits.
yes.
We're coming out with our digital books. So we've got products of our own we're trying to get out
busy.
there.
Yeah, we're pretty busy ourselves.
And it's like, and now we're going to help, Mountain
I
Fun
know.
Life take this, but gladly,
Yeah.
gladly,
Yeah.
because there
Yeah.
are so many
Absolutely.
small businesses that could use
Use it
your
like that, and
help and ours,
Yep.
and we're going to put them forward.
Yeah. So this is an opportunity for small local crafters, especially, to be showcased, and so we're really excited about
we are
this.
extremely
This is,
excited. We're having a meeting right after.
Yeah, this is
right
brand
after we
new,
sign off
so
here. We're
we
going
will-
to get some more
yeah.
information that we can bring on to you, and we'll
Yeah.
try and settle on a time and when this is all going to
Yep.
start. But
Yep.
keep watching, because
Keep
this is going to be this is going to be fun.
Yes.
I mean, we're going to have a
Yes.
lot. We got a whole new studio.
Yeah, you actually
Yeah,
do.
I mean,
that's
it's
true.
gonna be a whole new
Yes, there is
yeah.
going to be a studio dedicated to this, which we're excited to go see. And so, yeah, a lot of really fun things going on. But of course, as always, we need your help. So you do need to like Mountain Fun Life, follow us, and obviously we are on YouTube, Roku. We're on Facebook.
Yeah.
And tell your
And
friends.
podcasts.
Yeah, and tell your friends. We really would appreciate you sharing the information for Mountain Fun Life, and we appreciate you joining us every week.
And for those that aren't in the Smoky Mountains, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But for those that aren't in the Smoky Mountains right now, again, I'd like to leave this with you is the next time, instead of just bundling the kids up and running them to McDonald's, think about one of the smaller restaurants around. Think about somebody that's doing something on their own that doesn't have a huge corporate backing. If you're looking for, clothing, see if you can't find a couple of these companies that have small boutique shops, in clothing. So I mean, we know several. I mean, and we sell our books at some of them. And others just are good friends that make everything from you name it, dolls to candles.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
But think about that before you just knee-jerk reaction and run to Walmart real quick. And help out who you can help out, because the time may come when you may need help, and then you're going to want those people to help you.
That's true. That's true. And the other great thing about what's coming up too is for those of you that maybe don't live in the area and cannot come to this area for whatever reasons, this would be an opportunity for you to look at some of the wonderful arts and crafts that this area has. And it's renowned. This area is absolutely renowned for the arts and crafts community. So there's just some exquisite things, and everything from smaller everyday things to just, stained glass and wood turning and just some beautiful things.
Photography,
Painting, yeah.
I mean,
yeah, just wonderful objects of art as well as the more simpler things.
So start your Christmas list.
Yeah, which is
because
not.
we're going to bring you some people that can fill it.
I know, we will.
So be watching for Mountain Fun Life Best
Yes.
Deals.
Yeah.
And be watching. We're going to be one of the first on there, so
Yes,
we get to be the guinea pigs.
Yes, we get to do the guinea pigs. So yeah, so do tune in and watch, and they'll certainly let you know. So, and thank you for joining us today.
Yes, and in the meantime, stay safe, be kind,
Yes,
help others,
God bless.
and God bless. Goodbye. Thank you.